In with us for your daily dose of hot tea only on Win Media 98.9.
Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Island Tea with your faves, Kevon and Azem, featuring Jade, Gwenisha Johnson, who's finally back.
Morning.
Well, guess who's back?
Yes.
And Kevon, let me just tell you and the listeners, I was so disappointed this morning.
Because
No, what happened was, okay, this is what's happening.
Wait.
I have not seen Jade
okay.
in person for quite some time. As a matter of fact, I have not seen Jade even online in like 2-3 weeks. So this morning, Jade messages me and says, "Hey, Azem, pass to me, please." I say, "Cool beans."
Yeah, you know.
I get there, I'm all excited. Jade just walk in like, "Hey."
I was
No vibes, no excitement, no nothing.
I was waiting for my dog, Azem.
The dog wasn't in my vehicle.
But he was in my way.
Good to see you.
So I was distracted.
Nothing.
Stop being your son, man.
I just was like, okay, I see where I stand in your life.
Stop it, no, man.
That's
Azem,
okay now.
I'm
Yeah.
super sleepy.
I hear that.
A dog
I
almost
hear that.
attacked me, unprovoked. Like a dog just come out of nowhere.
Jade, the dog was literally sitting in its yard and did not move an inch as it entered the vehicle.
I didn't know what it was going to do. Don't be upset with me.
Jade said the dog come out of nowhere
Yeah, man.
in its yard.
As if your phone be one more time.
Why the beep doing it for you? What
Because
happened?
it's all like a what I call them? The fire detector thing?
The
Okay.
smoke
Okay.
fire alarm.
Oh,
Yes.
it literally
sorry.
sounds like a smoke alarm.
Sorry, the bougie people who've been living in hotels and have smoke alarms.
Going
in
off.
the-
Don't start me on that. Listen,
I don't
right?
know what a smoke alarm sounds
Let me
like.
tell you something.
I'm not bougie.
The Marriott, nice place, hotel, pool, sun.
I'm waiting for the butt because I feel like a butt coming.
But let me tell you something, right?
There it is. There it is.
I think they fixed it after a while, but for 2 weeks non-stop, I kid you not, right? There was this alarm that went off at random times.
Just going goes off.
It was so bad, right? If there was an actual emergency, we wouldn't have known. Like nobody was gonna move.
People stopped studying it like after
It was
the,
3 in the morning,
Okay,
4 in the afternoon.
No. Big problems. When them things wake you up out your sleep.
One time I almost got a heart attack.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, man, it was serious. I
You know.
deep in my sleep. And
When you were in college, did you live on dorms?
No, I never lived on dorms. I forego.
Must be nice.
Yes.
Because I think any of us that went to college, I can't speak for the Caribbean in terms of like UE and stuff, but dorms have to have fire alarms set up, and they have to be frequently tested, and they have to work because there's a massive amount of people in one space. But let me tell you, the trauma I have from being in my sleep and these things just start screaming in your ear is unreal.
listen.
Even if I go into a hotel room and I spot one, my heart then start to go off. Like I done ready to quit.
I tell you, it was.
Wow.
It was. It was like you ever watch Being Scared Straight?
No. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I was just waiting
No
for
vibes.
army man to just run in my room.
Screaming in your face.
Yeah, man. That's
But
literally.
them things, like, and the thing is too, like they set off so easy. Like I've learned that blood dry in your hair can set it off.
What?
Yep.
Well,
I mean, I know the
Like,
cooking. I mean, the cooking is a regular one. I've been.
may have not
So I've learned
cooking.
many things.
Yeah.
I've learned many things that could set it off. So here, right now, blood dryers could set it off in terms of like, not only the heat, but the burn from the heat from the burn from the hair releases a certain chemical that could set it off, including hairspray. Hairspray could set it off.
Listen, that was
Shower
wild,
steam could set it off. Like basically anything could set it off at this point. Like breathe too hard and it sets it off.
That's how I felt. But guys, our friends who I haven't spoken to in 3 weeks about.
Oh, I wonder why.
Wow. 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 All right.
Almost as if we don't know why.
Unprovoked violence. But our friend from
unprovoked?
Antigua is ready to link up with us today.
So yes, it is time for Cross Caribbean Link Up with our friends over in Antigua. Is he with us? Good morning, Darren.
Anything?
Nope.
Anything?
I take it back until you're ready. Well, until
No,
Darren
no,
joins
I
us,
don't know.
like until Darren joins us, like the famous kitchen saying, like you jump in like a Spanish radio station.
Yeah.
We will just continue chatting nonsense as we always do. So, in the meantime, Jade, how was the CPL experience?
It was quite fun. Honestly, the CPL team was one of the best teams I ever worked with. Like, going into a new situation, what were we pointing on?
Bring it down a bit.
Oh. When you go into a new situation, you're kind of iffy because it's new people and you never worked with them before. But let me tell you something, right? These people are like the best set of people that I've worked with ever. Everybody curses from top to bottom.
That's the go-to.
Yeah, man.
That always makes for a comfortable,
environment.
comfortable work environment. Yeah.
And I talking about cursing like sailors, but I enjoyed it. Okay, so Darren again said that he's ready and we should give them a countdown. So, who wants to count down?
Okay, so no, not me. No,
Okay,
that
so-
makes me good morning.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Here's
Good morning.
Darren.
Good morning.
It worked.
Okay, y'all be nice now.
Morning.
Darren, no promises.
No promises. All right. We are certainly not a Spanish radio station, so that's
Oh, that's why you wanted the countdown.
yes, we want the countdown. How are y'all doing? Good morning.
Morning.
We're doing good.
I think we're doing good on our side. No complaints, especially having we're still on the high from the Patriots winning the CPL.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Thank you very
man.
much.
I wonder if Jade had anything to do with that. Jade,
A
were
big
you
part.
inspirational?
Big part.
All I did was cheer silently. I couldn't make it too obvious who I was rooting for. But I was cheering silently in my head. I almost had like 3 panic attacks because the game was so close. Like it came down to the last ball, last run. So
Yo, you couldn't script the ending any better. I think that might have been the best final of the CPL ever.
I literally didn't even want to watch. I looking at the sideboards and all kind of thing because I trying to avoid looking at the pitch because I don't want my gaze to mess up nothing.
Right.
But they pulled it off.
It was vibes.
Yes. Oh
Here
boy.
we go.
Well, cricket, lovely
Solid
cricket.
victory.
Well, fantastic. I didn't see the game live, but I saw the social media comments and I saw a few live clips, and yes, it certainly looked exciting. I had
It definitely
a
was.
family matter to deal with, and which of course was priority. But yes, it's really great to hear your voice again, Jade. The listeners missed you a lot. Missed that ladies touch, at least in the studio over there in St. Kitts. But yeah, we made good of it. Certainly, Kevon was happy to link up with Rhoda from Trinidad.
Yes, indeed.
We did that.
Kevon, tell me about come back.
Yes, Rhoda came back. I brought her back especially for Kevon.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
He didn't want to see him. He was out of his skin. And also,
I listen. The jealousy in this tone of conversation tone is unmatched.
well, people are interpreting all kinds of tones in my voice this morning. People are saying that I'm gloating because the government of Antigua and Barbuda has introduced mandatory vaccinations. And so people think I'm gloating. I made it clear that there's nothing to gloat about. This pandemic is not a laughing matter. Lives are being lost. Livelihoods are being destroyed. People are being kicked out of homes because they're not able to pay their rent and so on. Utilities it's not a laughing matter. Nothing to gloat about. People are assuming all kinds of things, and I think emotions are running high in Antigua and Barbuda right now. And I'm trying my best to encourage persons to, take it easy, take a chill, and try to do what's best for the best of all of us as a country, basically. So yeah, I'm just saying that. I just use that as a cudgel to make the point about interpreting tones and voices. But yes, we had a good time, but it's not the same without you, Jade. That's the ultimate point that I want to make. So welcome back.
Thank you so much. Azem and his behavior. Yeah, I'm happy to be back.
Come to Azem. What is Azem doing behind it? Azem was good too. Azem asked some excellent questions. It was really good.
As fun. Usual.
I'm a model citizen,
Yeah, man.
Jade always tries to paint me in this negative light. I don't understand why. Yeah, I don't know why.
Yes. Wow. But it's not going to work. The truth will out.
Oh, I'm not even worried in the slightest.
If the truth come out.
So, folks, tell us about your dashboard, your vaccination progress. Are people turning out to be vaccinated? Are you having a problem like here? They have a large percentage of the population who is still hesitant or anti-vax or scared or medical reasons. I don't know, depending on which category you want to put them in. But what's happening over in St.
Well, the usual. The numbers are slowly climbing. We had the arrival of a batch of Pfizer vaccines, and the turnout was, high for that in terms of, lots of people showed up. I think some people enjoyed the fact that there was another option, but it's still sort of, you still run into the situation where the persons who are like, oh, I'm waiting for the Pfizer, now the Pfizer's here. They're like, well, now I want the Moderna. So I think they just, the train of delay is on its way because, people are just looking for a reason to wait. And since one of the reasons for waiting is now here, they have to find a new reason. But.
Yeah, I do believe that we well, when the health officials speak, they commend us on the turnout, even though they do continually encourage us to go out and get vaccinated. Those people who have not, I do believe we're one of the most vaccinated countries in the region for sure. So,
well, we're at 75.6%
of our target.
Of the target.
Yeah, and they've started vaccinated kids, so that percentage is at 4.8%.
That's pretty good.
Darren, has vaccines been available for children in Antigua?
Yeah, 12 and up. Pfizer.
What's the turnout been for that campaign?
We don't have the breakout of those particular figures. I would love to get those figures, so I'm hoping that the folks at Ministry of Health will begin to provide those numbers so we have an idea. What I do know is that currently we are at, based on the dashboard information, as of the 15th of September, 44,734 persons have been vaccinated, either fully or partially. The breakdown is 8,170 partially. And I believe a number of children are in that one because they would have received their first Pfizer jab. And the fully vaccinated number is 36,564. So, that's the breakdown right now. But total number of confirmed cases as of the 13th of September, because that's where we have data up until, is 2,463. There were 159 new cases as of that particular date, the 13th of September. My information is that there is a whopper coming because between the 13th and now, today's what? What's today? The 20th? No, the 17th. What am I saying? The 20th is Monday next week. A number of cases have been confirmed, but we have not yet received it officially from the Ministry of Health. So it's not gonna. Apparently, we've already been warned. Us in the media, certainly here at Observer, we've already been warned. It's not going to be a pretty picture. So we have a problem with rising cases. Spare a thought for our friends in Grenada who have major challenges. Have you all been following the situation in Grenada?
Yeah, it's getting bad in Grenada, very bad.
Azem was actually telling me about
Grenada on a level right now, and I really do hope that, unfortunately, Grenada is probably going to serve like a case study for the rest of the region.
Bye.
I mean, they do have at one point. I don't know if they still do, but at one point they had the highest case count per capita in the world.
Jeez, man. If you see CMO say if you see CMO say it don't even make sense to lockdown at this point.
The CMO was like, "Bye, lockdown ain't make no sense."
Because too many people have corona. Like, you know how insane that sounds?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, not really, because people been saying lockdown ain't make no sense. Why lockdown? So.
But the CMO, a regular person on the road versus the CMO.
I guess so.
Wow.
I was trying to ask if you folks heard that an individual, the CMO, the government of Grenada, had got a freezer container, a container to basically store bodies because they were preparing for increased deaths. Did you guys hear that reporting?
Yeah, I heard that.
What?
I mean, this stats that's coming out of Grenada is really chilling, eh? I mean, there's a huge percentage of the police force that's down with COVID right now, and a lot of people in key segments of the economy. And at one point he said that like within 2 weeks, they suspect that half of the population will have COVID. So.
Which is a frightening thing to contemplate. But half a population with this, which means that you're gonna see a significant spike in deaths because once you have the new, we know the routine now. We know the trend. You have the new cases, and then you will have the hospitalizations, which will follow the new cases, a percentage of them, and then the deaths almost inevitably follow. And the numbers, as I've pointed out, and a number of other medical professionals, the doctors have been presenting on state TV here in Antigua. They've made it clear that the vast majority of the individuals presenting at the Mount St. John, Sir Lester Bird Medical Center, are unvaccinated in terms of those that are presenting with significant symptoms. And so there is an effort, certainly on my part. I've come out on this issue at great pain, because people think, I'm in the pocket of this and I'm in the pocket of that. You know how it is. Once you come with a position, the people are going to try and brand you, and that's okay. I'll take my licks. My back is broad. But for me, it's a life and death issue. For me, it's not a political issue. It shouldn't be a political issue. And so we're trying to encourage individuals. When I speak to the doctors and the nurses up at the hospital, and they tell me what's going on up there, I will take my chances with the vaccine, because it's not a pretty picture. And I'm sure the same is true in St. Kitts with the Gem France Hospital. That's what it's still called, Gem France, or you changed the name?
JNF, yeah.
JNF,
okay.
yeah.
But
so we're trying to encourage individuals. But the government has put a mandate. You all heard about that, right?
Yeah. I actually put that story in the one sheet because we wanted to talk about it. Like, what's the feedback?
What's the feeling on the ground?
Yeah, like how does Antigua feel about now having a mandatory?
Are there pitchforks in the street?
Any more tear gas being thrown?
Okay, listen now, y'all don't hit my country. Okay, be nice now.
We just act.
No,
What do you mean?
Be nice.
This is us being nice.
Yeah, on a serious note, it depends on who you ask. If you ask those who are who've been vaccinated and who just want to get on with it, they're obviously happy. They're in celebratory mode, which is what some folks are accusing me of doing. They're in celebratory mode because they figure the government waited too long to do it. For those who are reluctant, for those who are concerned, for those who are fearful, there are some people who genuinely feel that the vaccines that we have available are not safe. They're waiting for the Cuban vaccine. They're waiting for Moderna. Basically, they're waiting for every vaccine that's not available. If you understand.
Right.
They obviously would be unhappy, and they think that their rights are being violated, and the government is overreaching, and so they should not do that. I'm trying to be fair to their position, and in terms of representing their position, that is their position, and so therefore you're going to have that divide, and that's the point that the leader of the United Progressive Party made this morning on the program, that this move by the government to institute mandatory vaccinations in the public sector is going to drive a wedge in Antigua and Barbuda society, and that is not something that we need at this particular time. He made that point just a few moments ago in our first hour on the program. So his position is that the UPP, the opposition, is against mandatory vaccination. He still believes that there is time sufficient to engage the public and try to persuade and try to educate and inform, so that people can make decisions on their own volition, having been informed sufficiently. Essentially, I'm paraphrasing, but I hope I'm representing his position accurately. I actually invited him potentially to join us during the regional link-up once he was able to get himself out of a particular arrangement. And if he is, he'll join us for the regional link-up via phone, though, not via the Zoom. So I'm hopeful that y'all can hear him via the phone.
Okay.
But yeah, that's his position. I think what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to actually read the UPP. Is that okay? You want me to read the UPP statement?
Yeah.
Okay. Honorable letter dated the 16th of September 2021. Of course, now that I'm reading this letter, the folks on the other side will say that I'm a UPP. So, I can't please people, right? Anyway, let's see. Honorable Gaston Brown, Prime Minister, Office of the Prime Minister, Queen Elizabeth Highway, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Dear Sir, regarding the virtual consultation on mandatory vaccination policy, on behalf of the United Progressive Party, thank you for the invitation to participate in our... On behalf of the United Progressive Party, thank you for the invitation to participate in your virtual consultation on mandatory vaccination policy scheduled for today, September the 16th at 3 p.m. In the interest of the nation and in arresting the deterioration COVID-19 situation, the party was prepared to take part in the collaborative exercise to determine the best and most palatable solutions. However, since your publication of your new policy has preceded the consultation, we see no need to attend what would amount to an exercise in futility. Please be guided accordingly. All right, so that's a letter that was actually sent to the Prime Minister. Well, it speaks for itself. I think you can interpret from that. They were invited to a virtual consultation, but they feel it's a waste of time because the government already made up its mind what it was going to do anyway. All right, and some will argue he has a point there. The statement that I should have read, which I'm going to read now. The UPP rejects Brown administration's new mandatory vaccination policy as totalitarian. Okay, strong words here. The United Progressive Party categorically rejects the Gaston Brown administration's imposition of mandatory vaccination on the national citizens and residents of Antigua and Barbuda, particularly since this decision was taken without consultation. The party is concerned, like all right-thinking persons, about the frightening spike in COVID-19 infections and the recent number of related deaths. Accordingly, it welcomed the invitation extended by the Prime Minister to collaborate with other organizations and devise policies to meet the challenges. Ironically, the date for that consultation is today, the 16th of September, which would have been yesterday, Thursday. However, the release of the government's new and totalitarian policy, well ahead of the consultation, leaves no room for any other voice or proposal and excludes the input of civil society completely. The UPP has said, and it reiterates, that it does not support what many describe as forced vaccination. It has recommended an intensive, personal, persuasive campaign that is spearheaded and championed by the medical fraternity, and it continues to do so. The government policy is punitive, bullying, and fails to recognize the hardships, economic, social, and mental hardships that it is imposing on a population already battered by the COVID-19 fallout. Nowhere in its missive is there a hint of assistance for businesses or families. No new or expanded social programs, no alternative methods that residents, the fearful and doubtful, can employ until they are persuaded to accept inoculation. Nothing but threats and intimidation of the local population. Even as we recognize the scientific need to get to herd immunity and the obligation to protect health, lives, and livelihoods, the United Progressive Party cannot and will not support this dictatorial approach. The end, noble as it may seem, does not justify these means. Democracy demands that the people, or at least the representatives of all the people, are afforded a seat at the decision-making table. And there ends the statement by Harold Lovell, a political leader. Well, it's actually just a statement from the UPP, but I'm pretty sure that Mr. Lovell would have had a hand in crafting that statement. So I thought it was important for the listeners to have heard, for those who may not have seen it on WhatsApp or Facebook or wherever they may have published it, because it would have been released, between yesterday and today. So any questions that I might not be able to, or might be able to answer?
Well, to be honest, this sounds like a statement that an opposition would put out. If anything was made mandatory, especially if they don't feel like they were included in the decision making, which I feel should be important because, the opposition is a part of the democracy. So I can understand why they put out such a statement and why they feel like how they feel.
It's interesting though. I feel like this is something that is happening across the region. It's not something like Antigua. When I said this, I'm referring specifically to opposition parties being pro-vaccination, encouraging people, but at the same time, they have issues with the way that the governments are instituting the.
Literally every opposition.
Yeah, so this is something that I'm recognizing across the region. I don't know if it's a matter that nobody is really collaborating in terms of coming up with an approach so that you could have some bipartisanship in relation to the messaging that comes out from the political parties, or it's just a matter of, well, by whatever they do, we just can point out maybe not even the flaws, but just the way we don't like it. Because the thing about it is, you hardly ever really hear specific suggestions. Like they'll say something like we don't agree with this. Perhaps you could implement more persuasive techniques. But
exactly, that's exactly what I was about to ask. Like, have they ever came out and said, well, what they suggest?
I'm sure, but maybe not in the official communication.
Well, I feel like they need to start adding it to the official communications, because reading through all of this they could simply just say, I don't agree. Here's why, and here's what we could do instead. That's all, because this is just literally the same type of statement we hear from all opposition parties. I would like to hear a statement with some suggestions, with some, this is how we should collaborate with government. This is how we think the government should handle this situation.
No, but not only that. I think for what I've been hearing from not just opposition, but persons who have this feeling, the feeling of, hey, people, we need to vaccinate, but we don't want to feel like we're infringing on people's rights to get there, right? And so you'll hear things about campaigns, like a lot of the time is persuasive campaigns,
educational campaigns.
Yeah, and things that combat the misinformation. But my thing, they'll be like, well, you could just do it.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have to wait. Wait, I don't
you could just do it,
like. Maybe they don't feel like they have to, but.
No, what I'm saying is, you could just do it. Of course, you would want maybe some buy-in from the powers that be.
But you
could just do it. Like you could just do it. Like
you have people that are looking at you as their leaders. They don't think that the people in power are their leaders. They think that the opposition is who they prefer to have this information from. They prefer to follow their advice. So if you know this and you want to educate people and these are the things that lacking, just do it. Nobody's stopping you. Nobody telling you like, oh, you can't educate your people because you're not in power.
They might welcome it.
I'm pretty sure they will. I'm pretty sure that they are looking at the opposition for these type of answers.
I have a question. How have you achieved the level of success with your vaccination program, at least from your respective vantage points? How have you achieved the success you have in terms of being one of the countries in the region with the highest vaccination rates? Was it the education? Was it just people just go along with whatever the government initiates? What do you think explains that?
We are passive people, Darren. We are passive people.
We have lots of chats, but we don't. That's where it stops. To be quite frank.
And I think a lot of people.
I also think that truthfully, to be quite honest, I think our population size has a role to play in our rate, because we're quite small. If we have to, so getting those numbers will not be that difficult compared to other countries who have like substantial populations.
But I mean, has there been a case where you have doctors and nurses going out in the various districts to the clinics? Anybody calling people at home, that kind of thing, or it's just the clinics?
I know that there were doctors here that would go to businesses to educate, would go to different facilities, institutions to speak to people and explain the vaccine and its purpose and all of these things. People they go on radio.
Yeah, the health officials made themselves available, especially to the corporate community. So a lot of people were able to go through this program where they'd have a health official come speak to the staff, and then those who wanted to get vaccinated could get vaccinated, at the same time. So there was some programs like that I think went a long way. But
I also think it had to do with people's fear of catching corona, because before the first wave or the second wave? I don't even know which wave we're on at this point. But there was a wave that came and we saw a huge spike in people getting vaccinated because they didn't want to be one of those people contracting this virus. Also, a lot of people did it because of work. Because some jobs have this, like, not mandate, but it's almost like a mandate where they say that you have to be vaccinated to work here. So some people did it because of their jobs. Some people did it because they thought once you get vaccinated there would be some privileges that came along with it. So there were lots of reasons why people showed up and got vaxxed. It kind of slowed down, I think. I feel like it's been in the same place for a while now, where it hasn't moved from around that 70 to 75.
Yeah, but that was always my thing, because there's always going to be a segment of the population that
just was like, nah, I'm not doing this.
Yeah,
No matter what you tell me, I'm not doing this.
yeah, and that's the right. But I mean, at the same time, it's like I really do believe when we look at what's the difference here versus the difference in some of the other countries, I think it really just comes down to culture, the culture of the place. Kitchens are aggressively passive.
Boy.
We make a lot of noise and things, but then it's like
They're not passively aggressive. They're aggressively passive.
yeah, aggressively passive, yeah.
Yep.
So
I
that's
like that.
yeah, that's what I think going on really. I think we're just more just like I ain't really feeling this, you know, just give me the job, see.
Boy. But yeah, that's
So
yeah.
Then what we also do see is that we see a lot of people who are silently taking the jab and continuing their anti-vax stance.
Which is so weird, right?
So, which is weird to me, because my thing is you also have the option to hush, to not say
It
anything.
is so
That's
free.
an option.
It is so
But
free like the vaccine.
I've seen like an uptick in people who have silently gone and taken the jab, and then they're like online saying, "Don't take the jab, it's mark of the beast."
Yeah,
and I'm just
like,
like, so you got the mark of the beast on you, like, because
You know
What? The Martin.
You know what I find extraordinary? What I've found to be extraordinary. Well, because of what we do, we have a public role, you know, in trying to encourage people to do what we may consider to be the right thing. I don't know what your position is with respect to politics or with respect to various controversial issues. I generally don't weigh in. People guess which side I support, and they'll keep guessing. Some get it right, some get it wrong. It doesn't matter. But when it comes to certain issues, I do take a stand, because I think it's in the public interest to take a stand, at least, you know, on an issue of life and death like this is, where, you know, it's either you support the vaccination program or you don't. Or for those who have concerns, try to put them in a position where they can have those concerns addressed. Because there are some people who have not been vaccinated who have legitimate concerns.
Correct.
What I don't understand is those individuals who are clearly anti-vax, and they don't keep it to themselves. It's almost like a religion. They have to be on Facebook every day, tagging me, sending me stuff. I mean, I think I've said this before publicly. If Bill Gates is going to be following me, he's following me already, right? If is the mark of the beast, or if I'm going to die in 2 years, or any of the other conspiracy things that they spout, it's already happened. I'm already vaccinated. But why do they feel the need to keep pushing the message publicly? If you don't want to take it, just sit quietly in your corner and don't take it. Don't try to make other people.
That's funny, right?
That's the funny
That
thing
is what I
too.
don't
Yeah.
understand.
See, for me, if you're somebody who supports mandatory vaccination, then I understand the messaging. I understand you put out your message and putting out your message and putting out your message. If you're somebody who believes in the individual's right to choose, then just choose.
Right.
But you know what's weird to me? People get so happy when they start talking about, oh, you're gonna die in 2 years.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. That's the weird thing to me. That's the weird thing for
So
me.
yeah, first of all, why would y'all want to have to live in a country where only people who are unvaxxed and who have these type of weird reasoning, like this is what you want to be left with?
But not even that. I mean, like the number can be kind of small too.
Y'all have not watched Endgame when half the population went snap. Like you say, okay, I'll take that one. Go watch Endgame.
So you say the vaccine is Thanos?
That's what I think.
Joke, right?
That's what I think at this
I'm
point.
gonna give you all a joke. I had a conversation with someone this week. They're an integral part of the vaccination program. And I reached out to them just to get a sense of how people were responding to the vaccination program, especially in light of the recent deaths and so on, and the release of Pfizer, which is a vaccine that many people say they were waiting on. All right? I guess Pfizer is a particular name that has a certain level of
credibility,
notoriety.
Yeah.
Right. And, well, depending on who you ask.
Right.
Some people think it's an institution of Satan. Some people think, you know.
Indeed.
Are we talking about this? Are we talking about the reference that PM Mia Motley made about Pfizer?
No. Yes. Mia is something else, you know. She is something else. She's what you call oh Lord, what's
Love
the
it.
word? Anyway.
Love it.
Huh? What's that?
Love it. I love her.
Yeah,
I love
she's
the
the
things
boss.
she says.
Mia is a boss. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so I asked her, and she said to me quietly, she said, Darren, you know, the Rastafarians coming to get vaccinated. They come quietly, and one time I wanted to take a picture, but I didn't. Obviously, she just decided not to. But she said they're turning out quietly because they realize it's fish or cut bait time. People are dying. People are ending up in hospital. Hospital barely have room to deal with people with COVID. Never mind people who have to go to the hospital for other reasons. Because remember, people get sick for other things: heart disease, cancer, gallstones, kidney issues, you know. So this COVID thing is draining
everything under the sun.
Few resources that we barely have. And so people realize, look, this thing is serious. The vaccine may not be perfect, but it's certainly better as an alternative to COVID. And I think that's a calculation that some people are making. But yes, I don't understand the religious fervor. I mean, one particular person actually said they too wish that I get the MU variant because I'm such an advocate, and you know, they went to town on me, and I just said, you know, civil discourse is what we need.
You abused the mother?
No, I did not.
Okay, good man. Take the high road.
You're not
I'll let that down. Take the high. You are better than Jade. Just
my points.
I am. Yeah, I try to maintain civil discourse. It's how I run the program, and that's how I am in life. I try to be civil. I try to avoid controversy, and perhaps because I know when I get out, I really get out, and it's not pretty. So I try to be.
Oh, okay. That's when I ear out.
But this is a time where we need to come together as a people.
Yes.
Right. This is a time we have bigger fish to fry than politics.
Indeed.
And pro-vax, anti-vax. We have bigger fish to fry. The enemy is COVID, and we need to remember that. We're not the enemy, regardless of how we feel. And we need to recognize that, and we need to move forward with that. I have advised certainly listeners here, if you have not spoken to a doctor, and most of them, you know, when I ask them, have you spoken to a doctor? No. Almost all of them. Have you spoken to a doctor? No. So I said, how could you make a decision on a medically important matter and not consult your doctor?
The medical experts, yeah.
What is it on your position?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What informs their position are right-wing ideologues, particularly out of the United States, that are basically pushing an agenda.
What's up?
You know, the Fox Newses of the world, the ONs, you know them, you know, because they yeah, exactly. But yet at the same time, Fox News tell its employees, get vaccinated or you can't come back to work.
Right.
So
not that Fox.
Come on, yes.
Man, can't be.
Yes.
Can't be.
Fox News has mandated the Fox News, Donald Trump station, call it that. That's what I call it, the national TV when he was president. They have mandated that their staff be vaccinated. The same Fox News, believe it or not. Silently, but they're propagating the same anti-vax diatribe. So for them, it's about politics. So Biden is in the White House, and so therefore we must undermine him at every turn. So they would quicker advocate ivermectin, which is a horse medication, than they would the vaccine, which was, of course, developed for human use. It's just extraordinary. But yet they're telling their people quietly to get vaccinated. And the president called them out on it, Biden. He called them out, and I agreed with him. They're a bunch of hypocrites. So there we are. I think we'll end on that note, I think, maybe. Anything else before we go?
Yeah, you know, I think...
Y'all quiet? What happened? Y'all can't believe what I said?
No.
I'll send you the link.
But
I mean,
yeah, we don't
know.
know.
If you're gonna go, I have something I want to ask Darren about quick. But if you do, then I'll wait.
No, go ahead. I just want to say that
what?
I just wanted to say quickly that I totally agree with Darren. I think on both sides, we really need to exercise some grace with when we're dealing with people. You know, I think horrible things are being said by people from different the different sides of the aisle.
Yeah.
And I think it's horrible. But you were saying, Kevon.
Yeah. So you know, we saw that the Antiguan government is mandating the vaccine, but we also saw an article out of Antigua that an APUA employee said he'd lose his job before taking the vaccine, and then the person went live to talk about it, and then Gaston Brown decided to comment under it. Have you seen the comments?
You're talking about a certain Stan Richards?
Yes.
Stan Richards you're talking about?
Stan Richards, yes.
Stan is famous. I'm sure he'll be happy to know that his name is being called on Observer AM. Good morning, Stan. Yeah, there was a bit of a discussion, shall we say, on Facebook. Stan was doing
to put it mildly.
To put it mildly. And the Prime Minister apparently, we're assuming that it's him and nobody hacked into his account, basically said, you should not be using APUA or government time, because APUA is, of course...
I have it open. Would you like me to read it out for you?
Yes, please. Go right ahead.
Kevon just be messy, man.
Understands live video on Facebook, Gaston Brown commented and said, Stan Richards, you should not be doing this on government's time. Use your own time to spread your ignorant...
diatribe.
Your ignorance. I will be having a word with your MGM of APUA to make sure that, this font is small, that you do not abuse their resources, being time, without disciplinary action. So Stan commented on that and said, what you say and nothing is the same to me. And he tagged Gaston Brown. Gaston Brown then replied and said, he said, put on your mask, you blasted idiot. Go and contract COVID and prove to us it's a hoax and we will knight you.
What?
Oh, yes.
Oh, boy.
Why Antigua so spicy, man? Jesus,
The man, look, Gaston is a Prime Minister for the times. These are interesting times.
Boy.
Interesting guy.
Boy, Gaston said, well, if you so don't believe, show us.
Yeah.
Show us.
National service.
Cut me off with that one, because I didn't see that comment, I didn't see that part there.
You didn't see the last part?
I didn't see the last part there. No, I did not. I think I got up to he's going to talk to the management of the APUA. I didn't see that part because, like I said, I had situations to deal with yesterday. But, yeah, that's how he is. He speaks his mind. There are times when I cringed, and I think I've told him personally, you could have put this a little differently. But my style is diplomacy and, cajoling, and his style is being brash and just saying how we feel at that point in time.
Gaston chooses violence every time. Every single time.
That's his style. And so yeah, so Stan is certainly, one of those who, he pushes his message, and he has a lot of followers or support or people who see it his way. He believes in boosting the immune system and so on, and he believes that this pandemic was a plandemic. So, that's Stan. But, I don't agree with Stan. But I certainly encouraged individuals on the same Facebook chat. I'm sure you all didn't see my comment. I did encourage individuals not to attack him, not to get personal with him, or to call him names, to try to be respectful.
Right, man. Right,
Prime Minister Gaston did not get that memo. No, he didn't. He generally doesn't. But yeah, as much as I disagree with Stan, as much as I disagree with Stan, I agree with his right to his opinion, and I certainly respect him as a fellow human being, and that's how we are to treat with each other. And I think we'll leave it at that, because my tech is telling me it's time for me to shut up and go. So,
Indeed. Yeah. Well, it's always a pleasure.
Such sweet sorrow.
Yes, it's always a pleasure, my friend.
Always.
Well,
we did it a little differently today, but it's fun.
Yeah, man, for sure. It's always
So have a good one.
Yeah, man. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe.
Azem.
Yeah.
Kevon.
Yes.
Jade.
Hi.
Welcome back, Jade.
Thank
All
you.
the best.
Yes. But guys, for people watching on the lives, we will have to switch over to another one, because the one that we have is currently experiencing some technical difficulties.
No, technical difficulty. It went into disco mode. And presently,
and as Witty is saying, the live is now taking pictures of the person watching.
Yes,
it's like a paparazzi scene.
So we will take a short break, guys. Look out for the new links. They will be up in 2 minutes, way less than that. But yes, we will take a short break and come back with more Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. So stay tuned.
One thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Run to Hosford's Furniture and Appliances in Ashley Furniture Home Store now and get a chance to win free groceries for 1 year. By popular demand, Cashback is back, but this time Cashback is back with more quality appliances, more great prices and fantastic deals, more of Hosford's fabulous FlexPay payment plan, and more free groceries. A whole year of free groceries. Come to Hosford's Furniture and Appliances in Ashley Furniture Home Store today and get absolutely free groceries with every higher purchase and a chance to win free groceries for 1 year. Great deals on furniture and appliances. Get cash back for free groceries with FlexPay higher purchase and a chance to win free groceries for 1 year with every $500 spent. All great reasons to shop at Hosford's Furniture and Appliances in Ashley Furniture Home Store this coupon season. Terms and conditions apply. See stores for details.
Welcome back to Island Tea with your faves, Kevon and Azem, featuring Jade, Gwen, Gwenisha, Idita, Gwyneth Paltrow Johnson, who's finally back in studio with us.
Hi guys.
It's Friday.
Yes.
Hey, big up to everybody on the live. Witty, Axman, DJ Shabang. Big up yourself. Oh, by the way, so as you guys know, I've been going to Nevis the last couple nights. Just chilling. Just chilling in Nevis.
Who is you guys?
Nevis nice.
Who is you guys?
So you don't be listening to the show, so you never going on. You never going on in nobody life. But I have been running into some tea drinkers in the morning, and I must say it's really cool to know that our brothers and sisters over in Nevis been listening to us.
I love us over there.
And special shout out to Ashanti and Nicola Paris. So they drink the tea every morning. It don't matter if they got juice, they're drinking the tea still. So great appreciations. Witty, no, it's Witty. It's fine. I'm working.
Witty is shouting on the live. You see them caps?
No. I understand. Can't just be going to Nevis just chilling all willy nilly.
She getting a little aggressive here, boy. Woo. We see getting spicy.
That's how we like it.
All right.
But yeah. So big up to all the Nevis listeners one time. Really appreciate you guys joining us. Yeah, sip your tea.
You know who else we have to big up? Big up to the people who listen to us at work, even if you have to sneak.
Oh, the sneak listeners.
You mean people in the bathroom right
the
now?
Sneaky links.
People in the bathroom right now.
The sneaky links.
No, it's the people that's put in their head. They're here to swoop over it.
Oh, yeah.
They swoop over the head.
The people put in the earbuds, and then when the manager passing, being like, "Yes, good morning, sir. We just calling to act like they're not on a business call." All you're doing is listen to Island Tea.
Well, you always know the people business on the road. Now the boss is going to be a little more vigilant, man.
Well, I don't think your boss can ask you to lift up your hairstyle.
You might be surprised.
Hey, stranger things that happen.
If your boss is asking you to lift up your hairstyle, you might want to speak to HR.
They're asking people to lift up all kind of things.
Whoa.
No, we gotta call them out. It's true.
Whoa.
Okay.
I mean, you didn't lie.
True.
Yeah.
True. Call us when your boss try to make you do them things, call us so we can blast them on the radio.
Yeah. We ain't calling him.
As Jade did say, name them and shame them.
That's my favorite brand.
And blame them.
Anyway, I think you had a little issue before we came back. Wait, what about this? People like me.
We have a gear to grind.
What is?
No. This was just based on something that's been. Oh my gosh, something that's been happening. And I keep wondering about this. Maybe somebody could clear up this. So I know that we have now been. There's now on the books charges for people who, for instance, are found walking in public and so without the mask. Like, that was a thing. Now, is it being enforced? That's another question. But we know that is a thing. They have the ticket books now.
It exists.
They let us know that they have the ticket books, right? Now, given the fact that there has been instances where people who know they are positive but continue to go out in public when they have been ordered to be on quarantine. So not only just maybe going to the supermarket or going by their friend, but going to their workplace and compromising the people at their workplace. There's any charges for that? Like, if you know you got COVID and you then decide by going to work still, or you decide you're in a supermarket, and like, is there any charges for that? And do you believe that there should be?
If you willingly put people at risk, right, for COVID, I think you should be charged, because you can literally take that person's life. Your ignorance, it's not even ignorance, because you're doing it willfully.
No, selfishness, yeah.
Yes, if your selfishness causes me to die, be hospitalized.
We ain't gotta go so far. Just lose out. I like
extremes.
Just lose out on work. Sometimes it's something as simple as like, oh, we can't work now because you decide you're coming in today, and you know you got corona.
Yeah, no, something has to be done for that. Because you can't put people at risk because you being inconsiderate. And thank you for that Jackino Ross. Who is DJ Kino? Can you? Welcome. I've never seen you before. Granted, I wasn't here for like 3 weeks.
I was about to say, Jade, there's a lot you may have missed.
Clearly. But yeah, like, if you're putting people at risk selfishly, like, I feel like there should be some type of punishment, because you're putting people out of money, you're causing a business to potentially close and not be able to operate after that, because who knows if that business closes and lose that revenue, that they might not be able to.
That might be the last week.
Exactly. So if you're putting these people at risk in this way, I feel like there should be something done. I don't tell all while I was at the Marriott, I had to wear a blue band. That blue band meant I was a part of the CPL bubble. I can't just waltz out of the bubble. Exactly. Why is that?
So you really couldn't come lime and message you?
No, bye.
Oh.
You crazy?
Okay.
I would have been liming indefinitely.
I just thought you didn't want to see me.
No, friend. No, I just couldn't leave. You see? And I didn't feel like I was being branded or anything. I just recognized that this is to let people know that I'm supposed to be.
That's a certain place.
Yes. So why is it such a hard concept? I keep pushing this. Why is it such a hard concept for us to then give people some type of identification, some who is supposed to be quarantined, isolated, whatever the case? Identify them so the rest of us could know that this person is not supposed to be outside. I am not supposed to be able to see this person. Simple. We cannot keep letting humans do what they want because they're humans, because we see how that works all the time.
Jade, you just made a case for mandatory vaccination?
No. I made a case for mandatory tagging. Mandatory identification of people who have COVID or who may be exposed to COVID and who should not be mixed and mingling by the bars over vibes.
Right, you got some people mixy bad. Some people mixy bad.
Exactly.
People, like to say, well, you're gonna take a stroll and go down by, like, let's say, your old aunt who carry food for or something. Yeah.
You ain't even supposed to do that.
You're supposed
just exposed.
But you're supposed to do that either. But what I'm saying is, some of these people going like out here. These people out here.
Like bars, like out at the bars and out.
Why are you here? You're supposed to be on the quarantine, on the isolation. Why I could see you? I don't live with you. I don't even live in the same village as you. Why can I see you?
Yeah, but I mean, and say one said to her, because at one point I had made a point that there were people who they're supposed to be on isolation, so they're not going to work, but they haven't really tested positive. They're just like on isolation because, well, they were in close contact with somebody who was positive, and they're still going up and down the place, even though they ain't going to work. No. I'm only now finding out that there are a lot of people who just like literally know they're positive, have the positive test results, and around the place still.
Why? What is the purpose of that? And you know what's funny? Most people, right, when they have a simple cold, They're not going anywhere. They're home. Y'all home laying down under y'all Vicks and y'all chicken soup and whatever else. Y'all little ham and shot and
But
honey
COVID?
and all of these.
No,
And
man.
y'all home
It's
sweating. So why y'all outside with corona?
Well, I think one of the things too for me is that what I'm saying, because I literally spoke to somebody who I know did that, trying to figure out what's going on, and they tell me I didn't feel sick. I'm like, okay, you didn't feel sick, but
You're sick.
you're sick.
We doomed.
Not even that, but you have the potential to make somebody else feel sick.
We doomed. Ain't gonna lie.
No, but really and truly, I asked the person, I was like, yo, the man said you was up and down the place when you're supposed to be on quarantine, you had to get test positive or you were just on isolation. The man said, no, but the man tell me positive.
The man.
That was the exact word. The man tell me a positive. I said, so where you used to go? The man said, I bounce around. I said, but when you bouncing around, like, yeah, like, the man said, the man literally tell me, but I mean, I didn't feel sick.
It doesn't. And then you see why we can't just leave people to their own accord. Personal responsibility.
No, because they just do. They just do.
Depends on the person. Depends on the person.
And most of y'all are responsible. It cannot work that way, guys. Come on, y'all don't want to do nothing. I feel like I've been talking about this too long. Every single week we come in here and we talk. Yes, the green screen. Every single week we come in here and talk about how we should try to fix this, how we should get past this, how we should try to get back to some sort of normalcy past what we had. Yet every single week y'all give us reasons why it ain't happening.
I don't know why y'all still trying to get back to normalcy now because
and you know you have
happening.
corona. How that, you know what? I hush.
Yeah, Shabang, so yeah, that's the problem. The problem is that the argument doesn't necessarily come from the people who got out, you know. Cause like I said, I talked to somebody and when I asked him why he was out, the man literally tell me he didn't feel sick. Then not only that, you can't tell me that you went out to get food when you're gone to work, or you're gone to the bar.
869 exists. 869 to go exist. Rams to go exist.
This is
Shop for I can't remember the other one, but they exist. So what do you mean you're going for food? You don't have no family member that could slide a little 100 and say like, pick up 2 Vienna sausage, a crate of egg, and some bread for me? What are you telling me?
Maybe they don't live good with people.
Nobody at all in your life,
nobody at all likes them.
Wow.
Except the person at the Chinese supermarket.
Well, they could use the internet. They could use the internet is free for all. What you pay?
No, the thief Wi-Fi, man.
But
they
end up
they can't even thief. They got the password. Yeah.
Listen, y'all cut out your ridiculousness, please. Y'all really want us to get out of this pandemic, but doing craziness like this? How? Make it make sense.
What we doing? No, on a serious note, what we doing to get out of the pandemic?
Not apparently, because at this point, I just...
Okay. But until the house and leave the stable.
I said this to somebody the other day, and they were like, "Oh, really?" And but I don't think. So here's my take on this. We humans are the pandemic because we are destroying everything, and then now that we have something that's destroying us, we're helping it.
Because we even destroy ourselves.
We
destroy everything, including ourselves.
This is why
and then now that something is ready to take us out, we're helping it take us out.
Corona is the happiest virus out right now, you know, because it literally does not need to do anything but wait. All it has to do
wait for one of us to just do something
move.
weird. Yeah.
One of us to go by with family because we feel like when they say isolation, they mean away from the family. They mean away from co-workers and town. So they're going over by the cousin house having 20 people now. 20 people have corona. Just because you wanted to go play some cards with your cousin.
But we've been having
you're homesick.
We've been having that. And you know, one of the things that I found interesting is, you know, sometimes when we see these numbers on the daily situation report,
I don't even want
to it look crazy. I've been telling us for weeks, but it look crazy. But a lot of times is people who are in close contact. So it might be, so it's clusters, family or like a business place, you know. So they'll have like a cluster, and a lot of times when you go back and check, somebody in there knew they wasn't feeling 100%. Somebody knew they probably shouldn't be here right now. You know, or they weren't adhering to the protocols, because when it's family, then you don't have to put on your mask.
That's not how it works.
No, Jade, that's the rule. When it's family, you don't put on your mask.
Why Nevis went from 20 cases to I don't even want to misquote.
200 and a lot?
200 and a lot. Oh, Nevis got me. We were rooting for you, yo. We were literally rooting for our sister island.
Nevis was utopia, you know.
Literally, it went from 20 cases to over 200 and something. What y'all doing?
Nevis was our last. Nevis was the last hope, and Nevis gone in now. We are Nevis and us on the same page.
Alright, let's talk about something else. Yeah, because that pisses me off. Every time I come in here,
so
yeah, stress me out.
Speaking of, let's give you your St. Kitts and Nevis COVID-19 situation report.
Oh.
Well, this is as of Wednesday because I don't know.
They're
probably tired of counting, so they're just giving us later and later.
Yeah.
No, well, there was an actual explanation.
Which is?
Basically, it has to do with when the time comes in, when the test results come in, and they want to make sure that they...
These were really late.
Yeah.
So this is Wednesday, September 15th report, and this report was at 11:40 p.m. So basically almost midnight. So it's a buy one get one.
A BOGO.
Yeah, BOGO, solid BOGO.
BOGO deal, man.
So just to make this clear, I think a lot of people don't know that BOGO means buy one get one.
Really?
BOGO. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. They don't know.
I just discovered this recently. I said BOGO, and then they were like, "Wow!" I said, "Buy one get one." They're like, "So why you just didn't say so in the first place?" I was like, "Cause BOGO."
But that's what BOGO mean.
That's what BOGO got to do. But BOGO got to do buy one get one. I said BOGO, buy one get one. They were like, "Oh, we have."
People didn't know that.
Anyway.
Well, Island TV. Hey, we're here to educate. We're here to educate.
Here with the daily gems.
That's funny though.
Here's your COVID report. So confirmed cases within the last 24 hours stand at 33. Total number of cases.
You can't be serious. You can't be serious.
I quit for sure. Anyway, so total number of cases since the beginning of the pandemic between the Federation stands at 1,589. Active cases at 687.
This is where you scream.
This is the part where you scream, Azem. But recovered cases at 893. The number of cases, if we have to split that up for you, between both islands, St. Kitts had 1,297. Nevis has 292. Nevis is on the verge of hitting a 300 mark.
Yes. So again, this is as of Wednesday. We're still waiting
as of Wednesday.
On yesterday's report.
And here's the part that I don't want to read. The death toll is now at 9.
Bro, that is scary, you know. Like, I don't think people understand. The death toll is climbing.
People, watch you. Wait for it. Somebody can type up on the thing that is 0.1%. Wait, you see.
So would you want to volunteer to be in the 0.1%?
My thing.
Raise your hand if you want to be in it.
I say it all the time. The fact that there's a number there is the issue. If it is not a 0, then it's an issue.
See, I'd also have issues when people don't get upset over the NCD fatality rate. That's my thing, you know. Like, people don't get upset over the amount of people dying from diabetes and hypertension in the Federation all the time.
We be upset over all these things.
Yes.
Because we need to start sending out diabetes reports.
I tell you,
as people start get upset. Send out all the
reports.
No,
we send out diabetes report. They're gonna real.
Okay, let's start. Let's start sending out these reports.
No,
because y'all think this is a game, apparently.
Look, humans, we just talk about it. Humans have this thing where we know what we're supposed to do and then just don't do it.
Anyway,
but you see, we also have this mentality that it ain't me, so it ain't a thing.
Until it's you.
Not me, not my problem. But
until
then when
it becomes you, it's your problem.
And that's what I don't like. Like, it's like, you know, not me, not my problem. But when it's me, it should be everybody's problem.
That's not how it works.
And the same thing, you know, you're talking about sending out the reports. Like, the information is pretty much readily available, you know.
Yeah, they're gonna look for it.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
They're gonna look for it.
I think you're gonna get to a point where this information gonna be there too. But the people are saying, thank you. Okay, I'll prove it to you. Do you believe that the viewership of the daily briefings has remained steady or has gone down?
By that they're gone.
Yeah,
and has it gone? Do you think it's gone down a little or dramatically?
I don't know because I don't watch them anymore. I try to look for the
people don't watch them. People wait for the clips.
Yeah, they wait for the clips and the situation report. If they
viewership should, I truly think viewership is low.
People have been bullying me, right? Like because I was on vacation from everything apparently. And
It's a people been bullying her.
yeah, for true. Like, listen, because
I'm sorry, friend.
Yeah.
You need
I
to
don't
talk
know
to
why
somebody. Let us know. This is a safe
No,
space.
It's okay.
This is a safe space.
It's
What's
okay.
happening? What's happening?
Because I haven't been posting the situation report in my status every day like I used to. People been bullying me like, what do you report?
You on the task force?
I'm like,
Yeah, you on the task force? You didn't tell us.
Apparently.
You didn't tell us, Jade.
I didn't know either. Yeah, man, y'all been getting aggressive with me over the situation report that I don't create. I don't understand. Anyway,
Oh boy.
let's talk about some happy things. We briefly touched on it, but yes, the Patriots have done it.
Yeah.
Listen,
We are the champions,
I was frightened, you know.
my friend.
You know when I was frightened too? Them two back. It was 2 or 3 back-to-back classes when we lost to St. Lucia. Yeah, we lost to St. Lucia twice, right? After having like an amazing streak.
Started out with a bang.
Boy, I was panicking, being a lie. Every time I used to see the players, I used to cuss them for encouragement.
Oh, for encouragement.
Yeah,
Bye, woman, bye.
Bye. They got Coach
That's
Simon one time.
That's a woman that encourage you, eh?
Yeah, man, cuss you.
What stupid is he doing?
I could have been doing what? Listen, you know how much times I said just tag me.
Give me a bag. Give me a
could do
bag.
anything.
Give me a bag.
If they get 0, I could get 0, because that's easy. Tag me in. But we pulled it off. And that was a heck of a game, ain't gonna lie. Watching that live, like I know people watching that on the TV and stuff, like
Yeah, it was intense. But I
Oh,
could imagine being. I could
yeah.
imagine being in it. Yeah. I spoke to people who were at the venue,
bruh.
and this woman tell me for the last 2 overs she didn't inhale. She didn't know she in there.
I sure lot of people up there pass out still.
No man tell me, Azem, from the time you hit 12 balls, me ain't take a breath in the mean how mean that.
Bruh. I was hyperventilating because it was so silent at some points that you could hear a pin drop. Kittitions went silent. You know how it is for Kittition to hush?
No, watch. That last ball, right? It was so noticeable, even from watching it on TV. It was so noticeable how quiet the place got and the lead up to the ball. Like it just like you could tell everything just went.
Because, and you know what happened to that made everybody kind of like panic when Cottrell,
On the edge.
when he went
When
for the
Cottrell
run,
out, right.
yeah, because he went for the run and he ran into
The bowler.
yeah, bro. When I tell you, the Patriots bench went crazy.
He ran into the man. The man didn't even know he was coming. The man there watching the ball, Cottrell ran into the man and then look around like, Bam to you.
Bat went one way, the man went another.
I was there one day, he know he need the bat.
Yeah, man, he know, but he need the one more. The bat could come after.
Yeah.
But trust me, that was an intense game. Big up St. Lucia too, because
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't even count them in as being in the finals. Like people didn't think that would be such a threat, but St. Lucia came out and they really proved themselves and they made it.
Hey, and let me tell you something. When they went in first, them first couple of overs,
Boy.
I was like, oh yeah, man, they're gonna make about 87 because the Patriots had them under pressure them first set of
Yeah,
overs,
man. Yeah, man.
And that's the thing about especially T20 cricket. 1-2 overs could change the entire game, eh?
Oh, and trust me,
1-2 overs could change the entire
because
game.
remember right after that when
will.
St. Kitts came into bat, we lost some important wickets. You know, remember
Hold
Gale went.
on. Miss Henry, please to call in. Miss Henry, please to call in this morning let me talk about Gale. Because you were the
Listen, Gale, Miss Henry some reparations here because
Miss Henry pushing she neck on the line for this man. The man went in, faced 4 balls, make not.
it was 4. The
It's
man,
about 4 balls he faced.
boy, the man out on the first wicket, first ball, first wicket.
But no, he faced about 4 balls. He played on about 3 balls and then out.
Listen, that had me stressed,
But
right?
hey, I could. But hey, and I gotta tell you something, right? I just, you know, when something happens so traumatic that all you could do, the only response you have is to laugh. I just bust out laughing.
I tell you, it was less than 4 balls as in Gale ain't reached nowhere.
It's too. No.
I tell you, he reached nowhere.
Only that was 4 balls.
I probably look down Gale out. That's what we're going on here. Fix it, you know. Fix it.
Yes, you look down.
When you look down, look up. I wicked. Do that. Did that tell me a joke? Are you playing with us?
Me said me the phone line lighting up yet.
Bye. Poor me said we boy. Stress out. Stress out me said we. There were 2 wickets that really had me panicking. One was Gale and one was Evan.
But hold on there, right? Anyhow we had lost. You know what? People that done to Gale?
You know what
We
people
could laugh about it now. We could laugh
people would have
about
done
it
to the Patriots?
He would not make it
Oh,
back
so
on
me
the
said we call
flight.
him. Oh, me
Good morning, caller. Please, boy, I think it is.
How to repent?
You have to repent?
I tell you, long time the man must be for Jamaica, you know. I couldn't believe.
I could believe neither.
No, I mean that's willfulness. No, he willfully do it.
No man, I don't think he was willful, man. I don't think he was
Jamaica
willful.
get knocked out.
You're tired from the night before, man.
Not only, no, I don't even think it's any of that. When
that's
you go for
joking.
them big shots, right? When you try to hit them
They
big
open up,
shots.
they open up, yeah.
Yeah, so he probably was trying to put
Yeah,
up
so he
them
couldn't
big
hit the
wicket.
ball.
I mean them big ones early. Miscalculated a ball and got out. I don't think he was willful.
One free ball.
Huh?
He gone, look, his guy, I said, Lord have mercy. I do like a good kitty shot. I turn off the radio.
I can't take it.
The game just started. Yeah.
And then the radio thing went down, you know.
Oh,
Yes.
for sure?
People, yeah, people
Yeah,
were messaging me
not
like,
a
what
sound.
happened?
The one, like, you must imagine how much people they kill. They don't call them corona now. If you had the corona, that gone up is the cricket. And when they came back, they said, oh, well, you know, that we won.
Yes.
I said, Lord, well, don't talk about in the park.
Bye.
India was crazy, Miss Henry.
High blood pressure.
For sure.
Y'all don't
For
understand.
sure.
All of us who were back in the Patriots literally stopped breathing.
That's how much
Yeah, I mean, it's serious, you know. 1 ball, 1 run.
As it
One
bad.
ball, one run.
You couldn't script it any
Look,
better.
look, that man's supposed to get a independence honor. You can
We knight him. We should knight him.
Yes.
that
Drake's,
night he's supposed to get an honor.
Drake's need something,
serious,
man.
you know?
Give the man a house or either give a house for less.
Hey.
Give the man a house or something.
But the thing I was glad about though is that Drake's was one of those players who was like a development player, you know.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, 'cause he didn't play in the other matches.
He didn't play. He played in a good amount.
But I'm saying in the years past, he's been on the Patriots for some years now, you know. But he has been one of those players who's been
You
developing,
see how
coming up.
God is answer prayer, boy.
Yeah.
Boy.
Well, all who said God, Jehovah don't hear prayer. If we have look,
He was listening to seconds that
Peter was overloaded.
He was
Then I
listening
was
to
praying,
seconds
said, Lord, please
and
help them.
trust me, Miss
Lord,
Henry.
please help them. 1-1.
One ball.
One
We
ball,
deserve.
one.
We deserve that win.
Happy Independence. They should have just popped down the screen. Happy
Happy weekend
Independence.
to all of us. And give God thanks and say our praise.
Yeah.
We
They
needed an
couldn't
extra
stop
holiday
because
just
they
for
were
that
praying.
one.
But you could imagine the amount of people turn off the radio?
You included. You turn off yours.
No, but
Yeah,
send
we
me.
can't take a loss. We
You
can't take a
don't
loss.
understand what happened? The radio all turn off itself.
I'm telling you. And then then I just say, oh, no, it wasn't us to turn it off. It from the maybe it's Jade, you know, because she was there.
Might have been Jade.
I would never do
Jade, you're
that.
right.
She was
Save the
saving the
nation.
nation. She was saving the nation.
I didn't want y'all panic
But-
too much, you know. I had to do some
yeah.
quick thinking.
Collective panic
Anyway,
attack.
I'm
Man.
glad for your participation.
Thank you.
You did us proud.
Thank you. I tried my
All
best.
right then.
Yes.
All right.
But I apologize.
I tell you,
Atonement
girl,
has
Miss
been
Henry some
received.
reparations. Imagine she
Atonement.
put she head on a block to only have that happen.
And I tell her, you know, she watch the man got one job, you know, to make runs.
But I feel like he's a player that doesn't run as much as he used to. Like he's not. Yeah, but you know.
He's a boundary getter.
Yeah. He's
Opening batsman, boundary getter. So
he's not a runner. It every time I saw him run, it was hilarious because he wouldn't run, he would shuffle. Like you know how the other.
it was like a show.
Yeah,
It
then
was
I
a
was
show
like,
too.
man.
But the day when he made the 42 or the 43, right?
That was that was semi-finals.
No, not the semi-finals.
Oh.
He the thing with it was that was one of the complaints of people, you know, about this. Why you think you're playing test cricket? They say no 5 days. And so that was one of the complaints because they felt like he was a bit lazy running between the wickets and stuff like that. But that's not his thing.
Yeah, he's not a
Right.
runner.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the team. See, that's why it's good to have a team.
Solid team.
Yeah, when somebody drop shot, somebody just pick up the slack.
Listen, big up to DJ Bravo. I think he is literally the best captain ever. The way he reads the pitch, the way he reads the plays, the way he talks to the players, like, it's amazing to watch. Even if you like hype and you're stressing out, he can just come over quietly, like, calm and,
Slippy and Mickey.
Relax yourself.
Simmer down, We got it.
Did we just not hear what Azem said?
We got no, but what do we do when Azem says things? We ignore him.
What?
And move on.
What Kevon put him in?
You see? This is why I have to ignore him. Anyway, big up to the St. Kitts Patriots. Hopefully we can do it again next year. Back to back.
Yeah.
We need it. Happy independence indeed.
Happy independence.
What else do you have on this nice little agenda now? Yeah, man, that was the only good news I put in. Don't worry.
Okay.
You know me. You know my style.
Okay. Here we go.
Well, here we go. So it's time for Jade's picks.
Some chuck one off
So-
clip some of
Oh
them.
no. It was two good things.
Oh well, yeah. Let's talk about this one. It's a good one. So let's talk about St. Kitts National Carnival. So in a 3-minute bit, which first of all, I don't even know if I wanted to bang them out about it first or read the article. But let me read the article and then bang them out. Man, I don't think it's a long article, so let me just get into it. Let me just summarize. So in a 3-minute video, the St. Kitts and Nevis Carnival National Carnival Queen Pageant contestants were revealed at the Great House on Belmont Farm at Kittition Hill. With about 3 months to go before the Queen is crowned, your contestants are Sasha Herbert, Saskia Evans, Harsha Permanand, Nikira Nichols, and Kanine Blanchett. And the contestants are in that order. During the reveal of the ladies last night, which was streamed on St. Kitts and Nevis National Carnival Committee social media pages, we got to hear a bit from the contestants. I'm not going to read each one's spiel, but the five ladies have been announced, and I just have to say that video that they did was awesome. I loved it. I definitely loved it. I enjoyed it. It was great. And the Carnival Committee also gave a shout out, and I want to give a shout out. All the ladies were, in dresses that were the same but different colors, and the dresses were made by Leslie Nisbet, and the dresses are amazing.
Big up
And I
Leslie.
think amazing.
Listen,
and I know
so
in
good,
the
right?
past they would in the past they'd done all the girls in the launch in the same clothing, and I love that we're now keeping it local and having the dresses locally made, and I just the dresses are phenomenal.
They were
The national colors.
They were lovely, man. My gosh. Listen, they could not have picked a better set of ladies. This is a great batch. Some of the finest ladies, not even looks-wise alone, because they look amazing, but just what I know they're going to bring to this show, like, I'm excited to see this one. I haven't really been excited for Queen shows. Like, I'm not a Queen show person unless, like, I know somebody personally that's...
I think that's one of the things that I think it was obvious that was in the minds of the committee, finding girls who would arouse excitement.
And they did an excellent job, man.
Right, girls who probably known, people see them around, whatever,
and they know
are involved in other things.
And they're gonna at least bring something to the show. They're not just people that are known and then gonna go up there
You mean the girl who who learned to play this instrument 2 minutes before she went up on stage for she talent?
Azem said that.
Yeah, Azem gonna say it because it's ridiculous.
Oh God.
Alright, chaperone them need to stop it.
Stop it.
Chaperone them need to stop it. Stop take the girl them, put them on stage, go do something what they call talent that they're not talented in. Stop it. It's ridiculous now.
Well then.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
What you said, don't let them don't put them in a talent that they're talented. Sorry. That's what they said.
There are talented people around.
Oh my God.
The girl didn't even know how to hold the instrument. Bye.
Oh boy. I don't know. You know what?
Girl never got dance class in she life.
I'm just going to ignore that comment because I don't feel like doing it.
You never got dance class in your life, Jade?
No, not that part. Not that. No, I know I'm not talented in any type of thing like that. Like me, I would never go in a Queen Shot as him because two things gonna happen.
You gonna win?
No, that's not one.
And then you become too popular and you're shy?
No, that ain't it.
Oh.
That ain't it at all. Two things gonna happen. I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna fall. May know which order, but two things gonna happen in the show. I'm definitely going to laugh.
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm
true.
Definitely going to fall.
That's true.
Okay, see? Well,
That's true.
I know.
That's true. That's
It make
true.
no
That's
sense.
true.
It make no
But
sense.
it does make for good entertainment, so perhaps you should do it for the country.
No. It's okay.
Look, every now and again.
But we do it on the show
No, but
for free.
look, every now and again, there's this one particular talent that I go back to just for laughs and giggles, you know.
Wow. Would you like to?
I think.
You know what? No, let me do.
There's actually one. It was one pageant that I go back to now and again. If I'm feeling down and I just need a pick me up, I just go to the interview segment. This was for a male show, and I just go.
I know.
Was this a local? This is a secret talk.
Make all the name, boy.
I know which one it is.
Oh, you know what?
I know which one it is. I 100% know which one it is.
Yo,
That
was
oh, you know what I mean?
funny. Listen.
I was listen. That person should have, they won. At the end of the night, they won.
Even if he lost, he won by.
Yeah.
He won.
Because nobody
won.
gonna remember nothing else but from the show, but that segment by.
But there's a segment that,
it's so weird, right?
There's a
Like
thing,
usually. Go ahead, Kevon. Sorry. Go
Go ahead, Jade. Oh.
You want me to go?
Okay. Well. Yeah, you go.
What I was saying is usually, right? Like Queen shows are supposed to be like serious type of vibes in the way that, like, you come out, you do a speech, you have to be perfect in everything, right? But when you have contestants that are like funny but not willfully, that's what people remember most.
Exactly.
It is whether you meant to do it, whether they're meant to be or not. They are impactful because one thing you can always do, one thing you can always get in a literal WhatsApp broadcast, a YouTube clip, is those moments, and those are going to be the moments that have the most viewership.
If it's one thing Kitishans and Divisions love, it's papi showness. People love a papi show, yeah.
There's one of the years. Azem said he just go back and watch one. It might be the same year, but there's a talent segment that I go back to whenever I'm feeling down, from a few years ago, and it always puts me in an awesome mood. This was a National Carnival Queen pageant, not a GQ pageant. But this was that talent segment is literally like just brighten my day because
if you're feeling down, I just have it in my phone in case I just need a pick me up,
Boy, it's two segments that is really be the segment.
Here's the thing, I even have it saved as a video, and I will forward that video to you because it's at my disposal.
You're terrible. But honestly, the two hardest segments of any show for me is talent and interview. That's when things could go left very easily. Because it's hard, and I don't even think it's a matter of them not being prepared. But when you have to look out, it's pressure. Because one thing about Queen shows, right? The crowd, terrible. Y'all let's hear what the crowd is be saying.
You know this make me laugh. Is that when things start going wrong or people start making mistakes, people like the crowd will start screaming and laughing, but then they'll start feeling bad and it's like, oh, you stop.
Yeah. The people and then they start cheering. They start cheering. And then they'll be like, that ain't helping.
You cannot be quiet.
They laugh after you, then they cheer you on. Don't study them. Go ahead. You got it.
You got it, girl. You got it.
What the people is need is absolute silence. When you see them like struggling, just be quiet.
Just quiet.
Because whatever y'all do going to make it worse.
But you see, I actually don't agree with this.
Same thing Kevon sent me. You and Kevon going straight hell,
Yes! Kevon, that is... I just tell Jade, that is the one I go to. That is the one I go to.
See what I mean?
Okay.
That's it. Okay. Tell you. Easy.
Okay, after this now.
I'm not involved.
Back to what we were saying. I am anti this, you know why? No, I am anti the whole like just be quiet.
Oh, okay. Why?
And I'm going to sound like a hater, and it's well known that I am not a pageant fan.
We know, yes.
It's well known.
Yes.
And I've said here on the show
Many times.
why pageants just ain't my thing, right? But being a problem if it's yours. But this is my thing. In essence, right? What is supposed to be happening is you're supposed to go out and walk, which is something you should probably do daily.
Yes.
You're supposed to go out and do a talent, which is something you should be talented in.
Please.
And then the next thing is to have a conversation, which is also something that you do daily. So my thing is, what makes this challenging is the pressure.
Yes.
How well you handle the pressure.
Yes, boy. Trust me.
So that's part of the pressure. You can't, it makes no sense to just go up there and then expect people to just be like, I even ask people to just be like, be quiet while I do this thing that I do daily. No, like, deal with the pressure. Let's see how you deal with it.
Boy, some of them.
As a matter of fact, I think there's been times when there's been a stumble and the recovery was even more impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The recovery, yeah.
I
I could respect that. Like, if a girl come out and bust your face and fall off the stage and go back up and finish off and look good, I respect that.
I'm like, you got this, because not only did you have your moment where, because normally those moments, it makes or breaks you. Like, it could either shut down the rest of your night
Exactly.
or boost you.
Exactly.
And if you manage to catch the boost bug, then 10 points to you.
That was telling you. So like them girls who does handle the pressure, like seamless, like you could, like they sound like they're just talking to their friend.
Not me, boy.
Okay, the other issue I have with this whole thing,
Yes, boy.
some people, right? Look, the speaks and spokes proper English thing, mashing up some eye.
That's why I'm going to go up there with my dialect.
Yeah, just speak.
Watch it. Let me tell you something.
Like, you don't have to.
Anything that they don't know, it's not that they have an issue with subject-verb agreement. It's just that the pressure on, and there's this pressure to speak well.
Boy.
So sometimes you speak too well, which is really horrible.
I tell you.
That would be the worst thing for me, when you could tell this person is putting on.
I would be the worst national contestant because they're going up there.
Yeah, Jade, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall.
But yeah, no, of course, not, literally.
Yeah,
Don't even. One, I can't walk in here.
Jade,
Anyway.
Jade almost gave me a heart attack this morning coming up the stairs.
And I have on flats. So imagine me in heels.
Jade continued on her way up the stairs, and I had to stay for a minute and just contemplate. I saw my whole life flash before me.
Well, you all know me and them stairs ain't friends anyway, because they want the time to just trip going up them and down them.
But yeah, them stairs dangerous.
Stress me out. Like, at this point, I'm about to just like jump to the bottom.
But for me, like, I can't. I wouldn't be able to go up there and stay in character. So like, no matter what my speech coach tell me, no matter how much I practice it.
And that is the thing, Jade. The fact that it feels like a character.
Yeah.
To me, the best girls are the girls that you feel a sense of authenticity. And that's one of the things that I liked about some of the contestants the other night. Like, they just felt like it seemed so comfortable, like they were in the element. It didn't seem like there was a put on for some of them. Like, those are the girls who I think because it exudes poise, right?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah.
I'm so excited for the show. Not gonna lie. This is going to be a good one.
I message one of them and tell them, I may like you at all, because you might actually get me interested in the show.
Wow. Damn.
I was like, I'm salty, and now I might actually have to watch the show.
Aw, I wonder if they announced this. I mean, I know that. Let me go look to see.
They was doing some. I was wondering too. They had something last night. I don't know.
Yeah, but I didn't see like.
Yeah.
I mean, let me see if I could find it. I know they were supposed to announce the swimsuits.
Last night.
Ladies
And something happened. Something happened.
They move. Okay, so they did announce them.
Who the girls are?
It says, well, there are 5 contestants: Rodana Wilkin, Valencia Kelly, Michaela Stevens, Shantara Hewlett, and Ngozi Nichols.
Okay, so I know 2 from the name.
I just about to say.
I know 2 from the name. I took not 2 from names.
I need to have like you see all the
pictures.
Yeah, I need to have the pictures.
Y'all gonna know them
Let me
because
see.
Everybody and be like, oh, they. Oh, so that's a swimsuit video now.
Yeah, but I see it. Okay.
Why they not in swimsuits?
Okay, I know her.
From Instagram.
from seeing her around. I never said it. Okay.
I feel like that's where you know people from.
I miss contestant number 1. Okay. Anna Valencia. Rodana looks slightly.
Let me see.
She looks slightly familiar. Hold on, I have to pull it back.
One
of the things that was loving too was I think we should really make sure that there's like Nivision contestants in the national.
Yes, we have to.
Yeah.
It's not just saying kids. It's not just saying kids. Yeah, her. I don't know if you can see her. Azem, you know.
No.
I don't know her. You don't know her.
Oh yeah, if you don't, I don't know nobody. That's true. I don't know.
Okay, let's go. Contestant number 3.
Oh boy.
Oh, she is chocolatey.
Oh, but then again, we have to say that, guess what?
I'm not allowed to say that.
They were wearing El Couture by
That's
Leslie
the one in
again.
orange with you. Yeah, I'm watching her now. She's chocolatey, boy. Woo.
I am not. Why you can't say that? As I'm objectifying.
You can't say she's chocolatey, baby.
No, I can't say that, Jade.
Oh, well, I can say it for you.
Yes, you could say that. I can't say that.
Anyway, while y'all debate the chocolatiness of people, their outfits look great again, and of course, custom made by Leslie. Amazing.
I love them.
Leslie,
so
big up
much.
yourself, girl.
I love them.
Okay, I think Anna Valencia are looking at the video too. But
I know.
I also think the cinematography of all this was very, very commendable. Like, I love the little transitions. I love the scenery. I love that they used Petition Hill too, because it's like,
I feel like they're overcompensating for the fact that we can't do nothing this carnival. So I appreciate it.
No, this is one of those things. I guess it's one of those success stories because, don't waste a pandemic. So, this has really put people in creative spaces to get creative because, usually it's a tent downtown and, you can't do these kind of things at a live tent. So this is nice. I like it. I actually kind of prefer this, to be honest.
You got me the flyer.
Boy, I watch it. Man, as I'm over here watching the shoes on the girls, right? I'm telling you, I'm going to break my neck.
Yeah, it's true.
Easily. Like, not
as your friend Jade, it would be remiss of me to not advise you to stay out of them kind of things.
Like, how do you even move?
I think I break my neck just looking at her walking them.
How do you even move? One thing I always commend women on is being able to walk in heels. And I'm not talking about kitten heels. I'm not talking about church.
Them 16 stilettos?
Yes, I'm talking about those real up there heels because that is a task in itself, okay? Speaking of, y'all ever watch the male race in town?
Nope.
With the heels?
Nope.
There just be a race in town with heels?
Yes.
Nope.
One of these days, one out of the two of y'all should enter.
Nope.
I know there's like other countries.
It's for breast cancer, right?
Breast cancer.
Yeah,
breast cancer race,
it's a thing. I walk in her shoes, but then there's I didn't know they would do it in St. Kitts too.
Yeah, they just do it.
On Bank Street. Bank Street.
I thought it was 4th Street.
I think it's been on Bank Street. Maybe 4th Street now, but it's been on Bank Street before.
Boy, them men just be outshining us, man, because they...
Don't they be good at it now?
What?
Wow.
Some of them really up there, man. Some
I
of them
feel
really
like-
like practice.
And truthfully, I'd probably just tiptoe the whole way. Like we avoid the heel touching the ground.
I feel like my
Like
calf.
just tiptoe the whole way.
I feel like my calf would cramp up, and it would take me at least 2 weeks to get it out.
Probably.
Your knees might not be able to.
Oh well, we know that.
Probably.
We know that.
Them knees gonna give up by. Automatically. Anyway, let's see what else we have to talk about. Well, let me see. Y'all want to talk about how Nicki Minaj said that COVID does swallow people? Anyway, no? Okay, Carl, let's move on. What else? So in Denmark, if you go to jail for life, there is no romantic links for you. No sneaky links, no conjugal visits. You're just in there forever by yourself.
That's not true.
Well,
That's not true. You just got to link an inmate or guard.
but suppose you...
That's that, Jade. I'm telling you, that's what happens.
You can find love in
Because I've had friends
in
who have had
incarceration.
romantic relations with their guards.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
it is
the
banned.
thing, Jade.
It is banned. Okay, none of that is acceptable in Denmark. It is banned.
Okay.
Well,
That guy, idiot.
let me tell you,
Kinda cool.
you can find love in incarceration, Jade.
That's a show, you know. I might have to.
Love in incarceration.
Find
Let me
Incarceration.
Let me call and do a copyright for that name quick.
That sound like I could make a show for that.
Love and incarceration.
Yeah, we're going to work on it. But in Denmark, they're saying that they are set to ban lifetime prisoners from new romantic links.
Oh, new ones.
Yeah.
So if you had a
New ones.
full-time
So
thing,
if you,
Maybe.
yeah, I'll outline it for you. So the government has introduced a bill that would ban prisoners serving life sentences from entering into new romantic relationships. Under the new law, prisoners will be limited to contacting only those who are already close to them for the first 10 years of their incarceration. So, if you have a wife, you could, if you have a wife, a partner, common law, whatever you want to call it, but new. If you come in single, you're leaving.
we can't make.
You're ending single.
We can't make, but you could make new connections in the first 10 years, right? And then after that.
No, I think they're saying who have already.
They will be limited to contacting only those who are already close to them for the first 10 years of incarceration.
Right.
So the first 10 years they can interact with all people they already know, I guess.
Oh, but that's easy.
That's all you gotta do is link up with a couple escorts prior to the 10 years, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, man, you're good to go. That ain't too bad. Y'all think
but
that.
here's why they did this though. So they have said that they've seen disgusting examples in recent years of prisoners who have committed abominable crimes by contacting young people in order to gain their sympathy and attention. So this is also because this could be like a play, like a little Stockholm syndrome situation where prisoners reach out to new connections and gain their sympathy, force them to give them money, sometimes visits, even sometimes they get their visits, like they get to visit over there too, and then person gone missing, so that's part of why they
dude, I ain't supporting that. Like,
okay.
Do I understand these situations where people start like having pen pals in prison and then end up building romantic relationships, sometimes even ending in marriage? Not exactly, right? Not exactly.
That's not what I thought you were going to say, but anyway.
But I ain't vexed. I'm mad at it.
You know what I've always found strange? This is not the same. This is the same kind of topic, but do you know there are women that literally fall in love with serial killers?
But that's what I said. That's what I'm talking
about. This is where this was born from. So that's
basically what they're talking about here.
That's wild.
Yeah, the law follows the revelation that a 17-year-old girl had fallen in love with a murderer/killer, Peter Madsen. Madsen was convicted of the brutal murder of journalist Kim Wall on board his homemade submarine. After she boarded it to interview him,
I know this one.
He later dismembered her body and dumped it at sea.
Yeah,
Camilla Kirstein admitted that she fell in love with Madsen after they exchanged letters and talked on the phone over the course of 2 years. She became jealous when he later married Jenny Kirpen, a 39-year-old Russian woman, while he was incarcerated. So, Justice Minister said in a statement that these sort of relationships must obviously be stopped, and added that convicted criminals should not be able to use our prisons as dating centers or media platforms to brag about their crimes.
Yeah, I remember the story. So basically, right, the man who...
I remember that one too.
The man who got locked up,
we all have our pluses.
No.
Our marketable assets.
No. Well, he was extremely rich, right? Like rich.
That's the problem.
To the point that he had his own submarine. And this lady, she and her husband, they went to where he lived. I can't remember exactly where he lived. Denmark? Denmark. And while there, she left to go to interview him on his submarine. And her husband was like, well, she ain't come back. What is? So he called police and was like, yeah, so my wife went like a couple hours ago on a submarine, but neither the submarine, the man or my wife come back. So I'd help. Went out to look for him. The man was found in the water on shore. The submarine wasn't found. The woman wasn't found. First he said that, she hit her head in the submarine and died. Lie. Then he said that he put her back on the shore. Lie again. Come to, he killed her in the submarine, sunk it, chop up her body, all these terrible things. Terrible things. So they lock him up, naturally.
Yeah, but okay, this is my thing. So how do you determine
Which one?
who falls in love with who and why and what? You can't do that.
You could stop it. I mean, you could try to stop it, but you can't determine. You know.
This is my thing too. I guess they're trying to avoid like crimes, but you can't, like, how? Like yesterday, right? I was talking to somebody and they were speaking specifically to the fact that people, this, and they were talking about a local situation from some time back. And talking about but yeah, when he did that, by a lot of people they're balling and going out with that kind of thing, but he don't do this and he don't do that and whatever.
Yeah, but that don't mean
and I said, no matter what you've done in your life, there's somebody who cares about you.
Yeah, like not because the man was terrible, that don't mean like if he died, nobody gonna be like.
Watch, if we could name the most terroristic dictator in the world, right? When they pass, people gonna mourn.
Oh, speaking of terroristic dictators, did y'all see that Kim Jong-un lost like a lot of weight?
Yeah, he's slim now. Slimmers.
Oh yeah,
Boy,
Slimmers. He took me diet plan.
Slimmers.
I bet you was salmonella.
Hot girl award.
What?
I bet you was salmonella. Bet you.
No, man. Amazing, the man.
I've unlocked. I've unlocked.
No, I think he took our route, man. I think he just,
Right.
It's either a diet or some surgery. But
yeah,
the man is a slim thing now.
But let's leave with Kim Jong-un. You want to tell me when Kim Jong-un meets his... Yes, there's going to be...
him because they love him no matter what.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They literally have to love him.
Yeah, they have to love him, yeah. That's what
you have to use somebody that, like, not necessarily would have love, but still has love.
But that's everybody. Everybody has somebody that care about them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's my point. Like everybody, no matter what you do, you have somebody that care about you. Now, why is it that I must be punished because this person like me for who I am? That ain't what we tell people. Like people for who they are.
I know that they're doing it.
I know that they're doing it. They say no, don't do that. What is it?
Me think is say what, man.
I don't know, gunman anyway.
Stop. What time it be? Okay, we still got time.
Oh my God, we got 10 minutes to keep Azem from making us get shut off the air.
What? It's a big tune.
No, that's not.
It's a big tune. Me sing it already. I sing it already for the morning and all.
To me.
Yes.
Not to the ear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
She liked that.
What were we even talking about?
We're talking about Denmark. And the killers. And my thing is, let people find love where they find it.
Bye. Even if your soulmate's in jail or something or something.
Let people find love where they find it. And then, not only that, like, say you have a killer in jail, the man find love. You're going to deny the man even that?
Why? Yeah. I mean,
they're gonna killing spree in there now. We decide.
Listen, there's only sometimes that I agree with denying love. Here's an instance.
Denying love, okay.
Because I was watching a lot of this shit. One time there was this woman. Oh no, there was this inmate, right? His cellmate his mother. The cellmate's mother fell in love with the inmate. The cellmate knew that the man killed his whole family before, but he was in jail, and they thought they rehabilitated him because that's what jail is for.
Right, rehabilitation.
Yeah, so because the mom used to come and visit the son, she met the cellmate and they fell in love, and
he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy.
Not too bad. And,
story of redemption.
Yeah. So they fell in love, and when the cellmate came out, they got married and all of these things. How do you think the story ended, friend? Let's
happily ever after with two kids.
No, that's not the answer.
Oh wow.
He killed everybody. Everybody. Like the man was like, yeah, y'all gotta go. And it's weird because there's so many stories of this, which is why I don't women who fall in love with these people, they're taking a calculated risk. Because if you kill your whole family already, right? You go to jail and for some reason you're released. And I know you kill your whole family.
That's all.
I'm about to let you kill my whole family too,
The thing about it is, right, that is only one aspect of his
personality.
Of his personality. He could have been a serial killer with a heart of gold.
Like not Jeffrey Dahmer.
I mean, literally, because he was rich. But
there's one who had a heart of they keep trying to make him seem to have a heart of gold and
no, but Jade, honestly, somebody could be a serial killer and be very polite and charming and a good conversationalist. All the things people say they want in a partner, besides the killing, of course.
There's some things I don't think there's some things you should bypass in love.
You shouldn't overlook like mass murder.
Yeah, man. I feel like there's certain things like if you're a little.
It's a very dark conversation.
Very, but you know it's Friday, so why not? There's certain things that I don't feel like you should do. Oh yes, that is on Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah.
Maybe we should talk about that. We have 10 minutes left. Would y'all like us to continue this terrible conversation or just talk about it?
No, I think what we should do is, since we've missed yesterday because we needed a break from life, because I want a holiday too.
Yeah.
I think we should honor yesterday's show by grinding gears for 10 minutes.
I agree.
If anybody has gears to grind.
Set, go.
Anybody got gear to grind?
Ready? Bam.
Somebody.
That was fast.
That's somebody who fall in love with a serial killer, Carly.
I want to hear the story, Santo. I want them to explain this to me.
Let's hear this.
Good morning, caller, live on LNT. What's up? I think we missed that caller. If you have fallen in love with a serial killer, feel free to call, please.
And if you're willing to fall in love with one, we could.
Yeah.
I want to hear your reasoning, because there's little.
But just before we go into our gears, like yesterday was National Heroes Day, and big up to the national heroes one time.
Especially the ones that are living, which is one. Sir Kennedy Simmons, big up to yourself for still being here with us, still being here.
Yeah, you look good yesterday, though. Yeah.
He did?
You look good yesterday.
He don't always look good with me.
See the man helping, working with the wife and thing.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you look good yesterday. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Hi, morning.
Morning.
There's a story I'm following on CNN about this lawyer in the States who paid some money, to commit a hit. Ironically, the hit was on him, the same lawyer.
Hold on, you missed me. Wait. Let's start over the story.
Huh? You sorry?
No, we're confused. You said there's a story on CNN about a lawyer who paid somebody to commit a hit.
And the hit was on him.
But the hit was on him?
The hit was on the lawyer.
Oh, okay. I see how that could happen.
Enough.
I don't.
Carried it out.
He's paying for the client. Yeah.
He survived. There was something to do with some kind of not insurance. Something to do with somebody getting money
did he know that
or something like that.
Did he know that the hit was on him?
He created the whole thing.
Oh, that probably looking like a life insurance or
some kind of life insurance.
Some kind of insurance
but
story.
The thing is, he survived.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think his plan was to die.
Yeah.
Huh?
But wait, what?
It's weird. He survived, and now the law is on his tail. He got arrested for what?
For trying to kill himself?
Exactly. And failing.
Sorry.
I find it very intriguing, and it's still in the
10 million for his son, I tell you so.
Oh, it was for his son. He tried to get
probably like a life
son.
insurance for his life insurance public.
It's a life insurance thing for his son,
but now
I think his wife and another sibling was murdered sometime before. It's a weird story.
Attempted murder on yourself?
I don't think he deserves
what I mean?
I think he needs
Attempted
some
murder,
help.
Yeah, I like that tag. He got arrested for attempted murder on himself.
On himself.
You can't call it a suicide.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I watched the story recently. It's a whole family.
Weird.
Yeah, so there's a family. It's a rich family. Two of them got murdered. One of them was about to go to jail because he was driving about drunk, and then a girl died. The one who was about to go to jail got murdered.
The line issue, I think an opioid, what do you call it? Opioid,
yeah.
Kind of drug issue.
Yeah, the whole thing.
But it's a weird thing to pay somebody to kill you so that somebody else can get an inheritance or some sort.
Yeah, because
and then fail on top of it.
That's the thing.
I didn't think he wanted to fail.
Yeah, that's the problem. When you fail, is then you kind of have to look at yourself and be like, I even couldn't get this right.
Yes, DJ Shebdan.
I'd like to see the justice come out of that.
Y'all need to watch this for real. This is a wild story.
Weird.
A whole family of people dying and stuff. Like he may have killed his wife and his other kids. His kid accidentally killed a woman, but he died, so there was no charges coming out of that. Bro, the whole family.
What the movie on Netflix, The Rise of Black Swan.
I can watch it. Me want to hear it.
Yeah, it's about a family of like
That's
psychopaths.
one main thing.
They are psychopaths, so they have like, they're like,
That's Jade. That's
they're like
right.
military
Jade
contractors.
Alley,
Yeah, but you're not
Jade
talking my
Alley.
alley right here,
No,
man.
no, it ain't like it could have gone two ways. When you hear family of psychopaths, it could have been like a family of people who like just kill people together, but it ain't really like that. It's like a group
Or is a
of
family of persons who are
mercenaries.
managing it.
No, they're mercenaries. So like the governments would hire them to go in and do like mercenary things. So they're like military.
Right. Somebody talk. What the name of it called? What's the name of it? I just saw it. Is the I know who told me. For anybody who wants to follow this story because it is wild. It is the family of Mucains. It is Maucains. The Mucains. Yeah, trust me, they're gonna make a Netflix series out of this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely, because this story has twists and turns. Why? All over. I've been following it for real.
Oh, I need to check it out. The
Yeah,
Mucains.
man. Trust me, it is wild. It's
Who I want to hear talk about this?
that chapter.
No, I'm thinking about which like social commentator I want to hear talk about this.
Chapter, I'm telling you, look up that chapter.
Oh yeah, I know that chapter. But
Yeah,
I'm talking like about like which one of the like the late show hosts or comedians, like who I want, which social commentator I want to talk
Would be
about
a
this.
good one for you.
Maybe Trevor Noah.
I was thinking him. Yes.
This might be if Trevor Noah's like.
Yeah. But trust me, that story is woo boy.
Yeah, that was kind of jiggy.
What is that? And this is what I don't understand about people who have all this money, you know. Y'all could just do vacations, do regular things, like not even regular things, because you have enough money to do
Jade.
things that like we can't do.
Jade.
Why y'all murdering y'all families and other people's families? Why?
Jade. A wise man once said, "More money, more problems."
Yeah, but you're causing your own problems. This isn't the outside problem.
No, they
though.
already have the problem. They already have the problem. More money, more problems.
They're gonna figure it out. Anyway, happy independence to our little lovely nation. We want the best for you guys. We hope y'all can get it together with this COVID thing, because again, it's out. Not even getting out of hand. It is out of hand. We have way too many deaths. We have way too many people sick at this point. Neve is looking rough. Sink is looking rough. Like, this is not the independence we want.
We shall overcome.
They're having an independence parade?
Please.
They're not?
About 2 years now, we ain't got none of them there.
For sure? Jeez.
What names though? A virtual independence parade where everybody just zoom in and match on the living room.
Yeah, remember when they tried to have a sneaker the last year and nobody know what it was for? I know who did it, you know. You did a terrible job. You did a terrible job, Mega Lie. They need to take that position from you, because what was that, sir?
Oh boy.
You need to explain to the nation why we had a sneaker there for independence and nobody know what it was for.
Well, we got one this year again. That's today.
What?
Today's sneaker day.
You lie.
Today's sneaker day,
You
Jade.
lie.
Today is.
No, I did
Is
serious.
it? Are
You lie.
we joking? We joking? Are we serious?
He better be.
I'm dead serious. Today's sneaker
What
day.
is the purpose of sneaker
It's
day?
sneaker day again
Oh,
today. I
me
told
Jesus.
you so.
Why would y'all let somebody fail?
So I
badly
get
last
the
year?
purpose of sneaker day, but sneaker day was not like advertised and it wasn't marketed well.
I don't understand it. But
What is
think
the
I do.
purpose of
I
it?
could be wrong, but for me, sneaker day is
We in high school?
walk. Like, you know,
if it's like a health thing,
It's
like
you
if,
know,
yeah.
it's a health thing. Like, you know, instead of jumping in your car to go everywhere,
Yeah.
walk where you can. And you know, sneakers are conducive to walking, so that's why it's called sneaker day. But
Where they
deductive reasoning ain't always
Where they
used.
announce this?
It's on the calendar. It's literal on the calendar.
Where the calendar?
The calendar, just some people status and stuff.
I done. I gone.
Okay.
I gone. I can't take on this no more.
Yeah, let's
Time
go
to
home.
go. It's the weekend. Hello, let's go home.
Happy Independence to our nation. We
Happy
might be here on
Independence
Monday. We
to
might not
everyone.
be. We can surprise
not
y'all.
Hello. Let me
Okay,
rephrase
that's the
this.
answer.
Let me rephrase this for y'all. See y'all on Tuesday.
Well,
Yep. So good.
Don't play with me.
Hey, but
let me
seriously.
take a holiday.
Yeah, but
everybody, how the song go? They said take a holiday. Everybody, I think I sing it
need
wrong.
to take a rest.
Yes.
It's cool. Yeah,
Oh,
I got you.
okay.
Yeah, man, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
Okay.
That wasn't bad.
The school send out. That is the KFC thing still. How would you do it in Corona times? Would you like mail it to the?
No.
Would you send it with 869 to go? That's a good initiative. That's a good
Yeah,
initiative.
that would have been cool, but
Yeah, send it. I mean,
Send
most the kids, most the schools.
Independent Street to everybody house.
Yeah,
do
kind
it
of home
virtual.
anyway.
Do it virtual.
The woman.
Virtual Independent Street, guys. Outside should be a car with KFC.
That would be vibes. Me ain't gonna lie.
Oh boy.
Y'all need to make it happen somehow. As in moving off on you, Jade. Y'all don't, I mean, I could tell. But anyway.
Y'all don't understand. I am the nice one.
No, you are not.
What?
We're gonna tell that now, friend.
Y'all want to go home?
Yes, guys.
Oh, yeah,
Guys,
sure,
everybody who's been logged on Facebook and YouTube, we appreciate it. Big up again. Big up how many English people them.
Yes.
You know who you be. You know who you be.
So now the killer bees. Oh, we're supposed to go. Anyway.
Yeah, we know. We still going. We still going, my sunshine. Don't worry, we still going, sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, it's been rich. It's been an amazing week. It's Independence, guys. Happy birthday to the nation.
Yes.
Again. Happy birthday to the nation. We look forward to everybody, doing whatever you do for your independence, celebrating. Hey, and I'm glad that we got the holiday on the Monday anyway.
Boy, thank the Lord.
Yeah. So, guys, it is time. We have to leave. We have to go. Arrivederci. We bid you adieu. Bye-bye. But before we go, we have to hear from the man himself.
Mm-hmm.
The Duke of
Yes,
Forget,
you
the
do.
Prosecco Papi, Kevon, the Slim God, the Chapstick Don, the Freak of Neatness, Rhoda Man,
Rhoda Man. Sorry.
the man himself, Sir Kevon Hanley.
Because remember that you can't be everyone's cup of tea because you is not a mug, and we will see you on Tuesday.